Welcome back to Pokemon Sword on our Nuzlocke, where last time we dealt with both of the grass and water gyms. This time we're heading off to the fire gym, as the thumbnail may be a premonition of things to come. And of course our illustrious team at the present moment of Raichu, Ninetales, Drillbur, Machop, Arrokuda and Shootle, and of course our favourite Pokemon here in our box, and spoilers for the first part and our wave and our 3 Deados. In fact, I should probably just no, I'll do it like that. I should probably have them selected in that sort of format. There we go. That shows the order that we kill, that they died in, somewhat maybe, but these lot are alive and well. We're not really sending many of these people out into combat at the moment because we are heading towards the fire gym. The likes of Raichu and Ninetales and even Machop, because, well, that's fine. We can have them around. Also, we have gone, of course, we did catch a Noibat in Galamine number 2 and beat it up Bede a bunch, because going for a pure psychic approach, even with fairy type maneuvers, isn't the smartest of decisions in the world. So anyways, into the mine we go. I was about to go into my menu, but then I went too far. So, about 20 hours ago, I watched this thing called Elimination Chamber. And I'll be honest, I did start nodding off partway through the show because it was on way late into the way early in the morning when I should ideally be asleep. I am actively going to swap to a water type. But which water type? Yeah, let's go for Arrokuda. Right, and I have to say, the women's gym match started off with like a massive bang of J-Cug, and it's just like, whoa. So, you know, that was an entertaining start point. And it was an alright match, you know? I think, I always have an opinion that if you do a spot that looks good enough to be the finish, just a finish, just do that as the finish. You don't need to do 50 more types of finishes. You know, that's just me personally. The tag team match was alright. If I say anything negative about Nia Jax, then I will just end up being one of the many people that look like this, that, you know, complain all day about Nia Jax's existence. And no, I don't complain about her existence. I wish she was better at wrestling, but that doesn't mean that she shouldn't exist, you know? The way some people on the internet make it out is that her mere existence is at fault, and that's not good. That is not good at all. Some of it's racism, some of it's misogyny. Yay! And wrestling fans tend to be a bit of both. Drillbur wants to learn Sandstorm. Its ability Sandforce relies on that in order to be able to actually deal more damage with its various maneuvers. So, yep, getting Sandstorm is a good thing. Our alternative option would be if we happen to catch a Pokemon that just sucks up sand. A loss is a loss. Indeed it is. Worker, now hand over the money. And we start off with a evolution occurring. Shootle! Shootle is evolving. Where is the Shootle? Where's the Shootle? There it is. It's Mozart 1. It evolves into Dreadnought. We have a Dreadnought once again. See the non-Nuzlocke playthrough we did a while back. Not now. Watch it later. Watch this first. Or don't. That's up to people. Free will is a thing after all. So now it's the Water Walk bitey Pokemon that just goes blonk and you're stuck in there. Lovely. Anyway, and it now wants to also learn Rock Tomb. This is nice to have. Do I want it over Headbutt or Water Gun? Actually, no. Water Gun is very bad. Like 29 special attack versus 59 attack. Like, let's face it, I'd rather be using Rock Tomb over Water Gun at this point. Like, obviously we'll get a Water type move, we'll get our hands on a Water type move, that will be useful, hopefully. I forget the run sets sometimes, but, you know. Nice to have gotten some Dusk Balls. Useful for catching Pokemon, in the dark. Like caves or at night, and that's another worker. I'm going to make the executive decision to swap it. So, actually, yeah, you know what? Dreadnought is going in. Having multiple one-stage evolutions in my party. And Chop, who is basically a one-stage evolution because I'm not going to be trading. And this worker has a Wagner Roller. Wagner Roller, my precious. My boy. Sometimes doubt, if gendered. Yeah, if gendered, female. Unfortunately for it, we are going to now have to throw rocks at it. I know I'm throwing rocks at a wall. You'd think it wouldn't work too well, but does a good job actually. And this one has weak armor, which means its defense is fallen, but its attacks will, but its speed and no attacks, just speed. So now it's faster, but is unable to take a punch. Real shame, but it's what happens. Just in case the Wagner Roller in a landslide, and we'll be carrying on with our day. Real shame. There's no time to be playing favourites. Ooh. One downside to being part walk. Timber here actually is somewhat effective. Yeah, so this is a switch to Ninetale situation to use extra sensory. Because Psychic beats fire. No, not fire, beats fighting. Weird. Oh, carrying on the Elimination Chamber, talking here. Like I said, tag team match was alright. I personally would have preferred maybe having Rhea versus EO. And I know that's going to be happening on Raw tomorrow. Yeah, on like Tuesday for me, but Monday for everyone else, for anyone in America. Personally, I would have preferred that match being on the Chamber card, in my opinion, but that's because I seem to have this weird idea that you do title matches on PLE. You're introducing lower card titles a whole bunch. Why not have them on the television shows? Well, / Netflix weekly shows, and then on the premium shows, you have the big titles. Maybe that's my flawed way of thinking, and I shouldn't be trying to delve into Triple H's head. But that's just me. The unsanctioned match was brutal, and once again, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens proved to be really, really good at what they do. And hey, I'll always say that their Battleground match in 2016 was better, but in terms of a wrestling match, 2016 match was better. In terms of just brutality, this match was definitely a lot more brutal, and it worked. And that's good. Oh, Team Yell, right, switch to the Chop being up front. But then maybe that's just me. Really, when it comes down to it. And I know someone might be like, oh, but what about that ladder match in Ring of Honor? Never watched it. So, I'm sorry, I'm too much of a Fed shield. Anyway. And then, yeah, the men's chamber was alright. The big talking point, though, was never going to be the chamber match. It was going to be whoever won. Are they about to, align with The Rock? And the winner was Cena. And he aligned with The Rock in a move that some people possibly saw coming, possibly didn't see. It depends really who you ask and which dirt she wants to keep trying to take money from you. But, come on down to my dirt sheet. There is no dirt, there is no sheet. And you don't have to pay a dime. I'll just tell you what happens. People wrestled. And, results occurred. Trust me, I'm being as informative as most of them usually are, considering quite a few of them prefer watching AEW and complained about it on Twitter about how they couldn't access the replay immediately. I'm not joking. Anyone who listens to Brian Alvarez is a fucking idiot. But I like the idea of Phil Cena, and I'm gonna hate him for doing what he did to Cody, but maybe that's because I'm willing to, be a fan. Not get all, because I know what's going to happen. Monday Night Raw, Cena's going to come out, and the marks are going to cheer. They're going to cheer. I'm willing to bet that there'll be cheers in the crowd. Because, yay, a heel Cena, finally! Do you have like -6 attack right now? The fuck? That's a super effective maneuver. See, behold! What happens when you use a fighting type move on a thing that's weak to fighting and you do it properly? Hop, train your Wooloo better, seriously. Vengeance! No. Strictly a dark type yet, so we'll help out on dealing with the Snow. Not very effective on us, but it does lower our special attack. No, my specially offensive throwing. Yeah, no, that's no surprise there. Wooloo is dead. The Hop should never be using Wooloo ever again. Please ignore the double that he'll later have in any of the Pokemon battles going forward. Sadly, I'm the only one that this universe seems to hate and actually kills the Pokemon when they faint. We'll need a new Pokemon Tower in Lavender. That's basically just all the Pokemon that people have lost in Nuzlocke. And maybe a place to gather up the various pieces of Pokemon when they self-destruct, if you choose to have them self-destruct, because then it's like, oh well, you see they're there, and there, and there, and it might be a bit too soon, but regardless. Fury Swipes. I'm not a fan of that move. But hey, it only hit 3 times that time. Not too sure. Now, Hop is being smart, using a flying type move on a fighting type. Thankfully, he understands that. Oh, that hurt a lot more than I thought it would. Okay, I'm gonna have to heal, most likely. Okay, good. Lifeheart's dead. Which means we should be having to deal with Pancham. And that is a good thing. Level ups. Right. Hop's got it in the bag, but I'm just going to go off of the idea that we may not necessarily live to see the day if we rely on Hop entirely while we do an attempt on a move. Okay, Hop went first anyway, so yep, okay, good. I didn't need to heal, but we're not taking that risk. You never know whether Pancham has a priority or not, you know? And a level up for Machop and for Ninetales. Lovely stuff. Of course, one thing I do have to say as a Brit, and pardon me on that, by the way. Oh, the background froze just then. That's great. One thing I do have to say about Chamber on the countdown thing, I checked to see when the countdown show was ending, so I could tune in on Netflix. And one thing I have to say, did they not watch the hockey event that happened not too long before Chamber, where they played the US national anthem and it got booed to no end because you know, Canada kind of not in the state of mind to be like, yeah, America, woo, you know? Actually, no, we'll keep the chop up front. So, of course, they did that. They had someone sing American theme. I'm assuming it was the national anthem. It was either that or like another song that's like close enough to it. And it got booed! Justifiably! They then sing, oh, Canada to, you know, get small pop. You know, it still got popped. But they were willing to listen to Oh Canada be sung, but it was just like, oh, why did we have to hear the American thing? Because politically speaking, Canada is under threat by America right now, which is, you know, not a good thing. See, that's how frail Drillbell is. Ah, that's gonna hurt. I'm not too sure what I can do about that, to be honest. Best I can do is just throw a revenge, because we're guaranteed to go second. That was almost half. Okay. Machop, please can we evolve? Now. Evolve now. But the worst thing about it, like national anthem, US national anthem, it's an American company, whatever, blah, 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 whatever. It just seems a little weird to do it in Canada of all places, but whatever. Now, if it was done in, say, I don't know, where WrestleMania is, you let it go. You're like, whatever, you know, we'll hear it the once, because WrestleMania has always had that sense of America to it. Whatever. Oh, it's using curse. Okay, fair enough. Shame we ain't a ghost type. That would have helped us out quite nicely. Well, no, it wouldn't help us nicely because we're using a fire type move. But then Pat McAfee on commentary would bring it up and complain about how people booed it. Like, Pat McAfee, you've got to understand, you were not in America! Of course people don't want to hear anthems of countries that are not where you are from! In the country that you're currently in? I might have worded it wrong, but my point stands. It'd be like if they randomly did a show. It'd be like, say they went and did Crown Jewel in like a couple months' time in Saudi Arabia, and they did the British national anthem, and this is WWE specifically I'm referring to here. It'd be really fucking weird. Actually, no, a more insensitive thing would be if they went to Australia, which they are doing. They're doing a weekend takeover at some point of Australia as part of TKO, doing a bunch of events in Australia some point this year. It'd be weird. It would be actually quite insensitive to use the British national anthem, being like, haha, you see, in a way. Because let's face it, Australia probably has its own anthems of some kind of nationalness and patriotism and whatnot. But I'm sure they don't want to have to hear before the show starts, oh God save our king, you know? Or something along those lines. It'd be weird, is what I'm saying. Well, you need to be careful because the stunfisks around here can bite our ankles off. Aha, hop. And the fire gym leader, Kaboo. Of course, Team Yell is no match for his Pokemon. Well, are no match. Is the wrong word to be using. I don't know. I don't want to crash out on it because patriotism is kind of silly to an extent. But at the same time, it is part of what you are potentially, you know, on a national stage. Where you are from usually gets mentioned. So it'd be like if how Galar does Pokemon battles. If you went onto like a world tournament, like there is in Gen 5, theoretically speaking, there would be a flag representing the region you represent. So Cynthia would have a Sinnoh flag, Kaboo would have a Hoenn flag, technically, if it was to be like separated from the region and more just from where you're from. But other people in Galar, Leon for example, would have a Galar flag. That's how it would be, you know? Yes, we know what Pokejobs are. We may have not done any on the playthrough here, but on the previous playthrough, I think we may have dabbled a little bit with it. Anyway, welcome to a nighttime segment. Yeah, that's right. If you happen to have a little high noon line going, oh god, Sork. Before Sork murders us, here's an amulet coin. I was just gonna probably be wise for us to switch our party up a little bit and have Ninetales up front, just in the off chance. So hang on, I do need to go back in and out quickly. So this does count as a new, yeah, it counts as Mostoke Outskirts. So it is currently nighttime for the Mostoke Outskirts. So that does mean we actually have a new route. Lovely. One less route before we have to start dabbling with a bunch of things. So, you know, we could find ourselves Hatena, Impudent, Coughing. Pardon me, Poniard, Wognarola, Sork, Scraggy, and Pseudo-Wudo! And of course we have access to Knockdowels and Tootles as well, but Dupe's Claws for the Tootle, and well, we didn't actually evolve Hoothoot, but the tracker counts as Dupe, so we'll go along with it. It's fine. And what do we find? We find a Scraggy, okay. I'm just thinking ahead. I'm not sure if it'll be useful in a capacity that would be worthwhile at this time. We'll throw our quick ball though. We're actually running low on them. We've got to be careful about that then. Let's play a more route for us to be using them on. Oh, Scraggy got out of it. And used Protect, which didn't do a shit because we didn't do a thing. We'll use a flamethrower. Partly because Scraggy might be part dark. I forget this one sometimes. Okay, that was half its health, so I can't do another move. I will throw one of those handy dust balls we just got our hands on, as it is currently night. And as I was saying before, encounters, if you have a Line Noon lying around somewhere, you could level up at this time in this area and get an obstacle. That was 2. Okay, right, okay, that means it should be, that means we should be able to catch it with the dust balls. We should be able to. Luck could always be against me, but we have to take those risks. Now, fucking one time that time? Oh god, Scraggy, stop doing. Actually, you know what? Scraggy, just keep using sand attack, because I wasn't going to hit you again anyway. Again, if only I had a good way of doing statuses. I know I've got the Slowpokes in my box, but that requires me leveling the Slowpokes first, then hoping that yawn does its trick. That was all my dust balls. No! Damn it! Oh, you know what? One good thing about this being Gen 8 and not like something like Gen 7, no random ass SOS stuff. Like, I think Gen 7 was actually rather annoying trying to catch Pokemon sometimes. It's always that time where it's like, it stops. You know why it stopped. Beat Up! You used Beat Up! Scraggy does not understand that Beat Up is a move that requires, oh fuck's sake, it broke me immediately. It's a move that only will be dealing significant damage if you have a full team of 6. Scraggy, of course, is on its lonesome, so Beat Up didn't do much at all, thanks. Get in the fucking ball, 3 rings, and there we go. Scraggy! Does evolve at least once. It's a fighting type. We have Machop for that. The question is though, is what do we name it? Yeah, and it's dark fighting, so. Has the same issue as Pangoro, being part dark means other fighting types can hurt it. What would I call it? Let's call it, I don't know why, but actually no, I do know why. We'll call it Joe. And again, this may sound a bit more of a thing, but this is different. I'm definitely referencing the various Joes that there are in wrestling, I think, at this point. We just don't do a bother, I didn't even check its nature, damn it. Well, before the Sudowoodo attacks, part of me wouldn't mind coughing in a way, because neutralizing gas can be a fun idea, but let's quickly head back in. Special attack up, attack down. Ooh, modest. A modest Nate. I did not mean to do that. Okay, modest. Oh, there's no more encounters anyway until we start going into fighting Marnie at the Badoo drop in. So it's good to do a checkup with that. She primarily uses dark types, so we can do that to our advantage. Some are great balls to replace the ones we lost, thank fuck. Oh, policemen, they tend to love having Growlithes, right? I don't remember if this one would, but I'll fight. Oh, maybe we'll have Yamper. And it does the whole like, oh, what's all this? I'm surprised it doesn't say, oi mate, you got a license? It's due on Tuesday, innit? Hey, Growlithe, I was right, yay! Because Growlithes make good police doggos, apparently. Ugh, pardon me. Alright, let's dive on into the water that apparently exists on this solid path. It must be a bit muddy today. Maybe there was a bit of rain. And by a bit, I mean a boatload, because that's how it works in the UK. Hey! Actually, you know what, to be fair, recently, where I live, has actually been quite nice and sunny most of the time. There's been a day or two of miserable weather, but it just happens. You just kind of roll with the punches at that point, you know? We just beat up a copper's Pokemon and we can't be arrested because it was officially sanctioned. Wait, let's hop on our bike. Pretty feather! Yay! We found a feather. That was pretty. And it was this one. That one actually does a thing. which birds are dropping their pre-feathers? And then, like, some random other ones occasionally. Motor Stoke. It's good to be back. Which means we've done a loop of the first couple of areas. Now, before we head on into the inn, I'm going to heal my team. And this is why. Behold, Marnie's team. I forget whenever the game heals you or not. But as we can see here, this is our team. So we can actually take a look right now as to what will happen. It actually does recommend us wielding Drill Burst, Swirlix, and Machop. Makes sense. So I guess because she actually has like 2 fighting types in a row. But more importantly, Croagunk. Weak to ground, weak to flying, super weak to psychic. So I think it's wise if we start off with Ninetales. Then for Scraggy, it's 4 times weak to fairy, hence why it's recommending us Swirlix, as well as flying and fighting. And then Morpeko is just weak to fighting, fairy, bug, and ground, being electric dart. So again, it's why it's recommending Drillbur, as well as also recommending Machop. Machop actually doesn't have anything that outright murders it in terms of just effectiveness, but it's higher level. No, it's around the same level. Actually, yeah, what am I doing? I want to start with Ninetales. I'm just looking at this because Ninetales murders Croagunk and doesn't really take too much, and like that's good because you know I do like being able to do this, like where I can just look at the team stuff. So yeah. She's actually got a decent team forming at the moment. Definitely going for more of that dark type effect. We'll put that there so we can see, and then I can look at the stuff again if I need to. We do have to keep in mind the various moves, but it is what it is. Morpeko! Oh, and Marnie too. There's a face of shock being like, wait, you actually want to fight? Oh, then. And of course, Team Yellow here to celebrate Marnie trying to beat us up. Oh god, imagine having those actually like make sound. Like people complain of Pokemon sound design sometimes. It's just like, no, if they did the sound design that you could do with Team Yell there, it would be like a brrrr occurring in every Team Yell situation, and it'd just be like, oh god, knock it off, Game Freak, what would occur? 100% it would occur. And I'm all for it, actually. You know what, I'd be fine. Anyway, right, one shot the Croagunk. Good. We don't want it to deal damage. Now, will it send out the Morpeko or the Scraggy first? There's the question to be asked. No, the Scraggy first. Yep, that makes sense. Scraggy is a relatively weaker Pokemon. We can't use Extra Sensory, but we can throw in a Flamethrower. Oh, so if I don't need to switch, then hey, that's great news. Ooh, nearly. And it was a crit. And a burn. Good headbutt. Ah, my head. And Ched's can get rid of that. Yeah, that's... Statuses mean nothing against the Scraggy. I was just... Yay! Use the Super Potion on the Scraggy. We'll take that wholeheartedly. Just means it will take, what, another 2 Flamethrowers after this one? Or just 1? Oh, just the 1! Yeah, that was more than half. We win. We beat up the Scraggy. And last, but certainly not least, will be the Morpeko. I'm ready to switch to Machop, and I can't because of the set feature. Like, it's actually has to make me think a little bit more so, in some ways. We could slow down a Cruiseway, actually. So that's my feelings. What do you think? Oh, what are you feeling right now then, Marnie? You feel like biting me. Well, that's concerning. Also, goddamn stab, because that actually hurt more than I would like to admit. Good news is, because we've now confused Morpeko, now it's Anki, Hungry, let us switch into Machop, then we can get a Final Foe going, and hope that the confusion works its charm. It's the best thing I've got outside of Raichu throwing down a Thunder Wave. Actually, possibly that would be a better strategy, actually. Raichu throws down a Thunder Wave, and then we send in a Machop. Yeah, not very effective, so it doesn't do as much. Woo! But we are risking getting flinch spammed at the moment. We'll do a Vital Throw. No, it's not out of the confusion! Ah, what the fuck? Why are we using Thunder Shock? No, fair enough. We possibly could have killed on the revenge, actually. Honestly, we possibly could have done that. Well, we live and learn. And, yeah. Machop wins these. Yeah, we took damage, but that's fine. Mark the victory. That's Marnie dealt with. We will now have an encounter of Barboach Chill Magikarp. I think the trackers decided that the encounter thing for Motorstoke Stadium is the same as with Motorstoke, which is not true. Motorstoke Stadium is its own separate thing. Now, the actual Pokemon you can get is Sizzlipede, Litwick, and I believe Vulpix. Seeing as we already have Vulpix, I'll be heading into one of the other ones first and foremost, and hoping for a quick ball to do its job. And then we can do things based off of that. That will just net us another Pokemon. It won't be used in the fire thing, but oh, and an evolution is occurring. Arrokuda already evolving into Barraskewda. Interesting. You know what? This is fine. We've never really used one before, so this is fine. This is fine. So while cutscene stuff is happening, we can actually go up here and assess what we'll be dealing with. Oh, actually, I should probably lower it down. Just in case Barraskewda has any moves it learns on evolution, because I don't know these things sometimes. No, it doesn't. Okay, well, while cutscenes play that aren't all that interesting on repeated playthroughs, Kaboo will be having to deal with his Ninetales, Arcanine, and Centiskorch. Now, we can't actually use Ninetales that well, actually. It's just being here as nice emotional support, similar to how I treat Jigglypuff at the moment, mainly because it has got this slight issue called Flash Fire. Does mean that, you know, fire moves kind of don't work, but we could do a little bit of a cheeky send in our Ninetales on them if ours has Flash Fire. So in case it's a Centiskorch, we can't really use a fire type on it because of all that, and it has base 90 on Flame Wheel and Bug Bite, but it will Gigantamax, so we won't be actually dealing with that stuff. We'll be dealing with even stronger things. Yay! And it's base 115 attack and base 100 health. Ugh. Oh god, Game Freak, you actually did a good job here. Pardon me. Although Centiskorch does have a lower overall than Arcanine with its 555 with your 6 situation occurring, with its base stats being very a lot good, because Arcanine is a good boy, precious boy, give it all the head pats. Anyway, we get Marnie's lead card, and honestly, it's probably going to recommend us what we've already got. Yeah, Dreadnought, Barraskewda, and Slowpoke. But Tabby's team are all weak to Water and Rock, so yeah, Dreadnought is a really good pick. Some of the teams are so weak to Drawber, but Drawber's probably quite frail. More frail than we would like to admit, actually. More Becca, so cute. So we could obviously put in a Slowpoke and maybe level it a bunch. But if we were to look at the maneuvers as what will happen, Machop wouldn't die horribly, it just has real bad special defense. Dreadnought would probably be our better option going up front. Like, it won't take much damage due to its effectiveness stuff. We will have to be careful of the fact that Arcanine does utilize Intimidate. Also, these Pokemon have Will-O-Wisp, so buns will occur. And then with the Centiskorch, I kind of want to save the Dreadnought for this, but I'd have to switch it into an attack, and that could be detrimental. Bug Bite actually does deal damage. Barraskewda is fast. We could go for that instead and go for the fast plays of being able to hit hard and fast. Hell, I could even Dynamax it, just guarantee that we murder the Pokemon as fast as possible. It's all a matter of figuring this stuff out. I have to back out of the thing, mainly because we need to, for the purposes of the fight. So, yep, anyway, of the stadium bit, which will be that kind of there. I'm trying to make sure I've got it on the thing. There we go. So, yeah. Anyways, we have to say goodbye to Morpeko for now. Sad. But joyous time as we head on in. You know what? Yeah, I should probably have, like, Bowscoot up front. Although, yeah, actually no. We can have Ninetales up front for the moment. Because my plan is to just throw a quick ball immediately at one of Litwick or our own attempt at getting a Sizzlepede. Anyway, Hop's already got his badge because he did it while we were busy snoring asleep and all that. Us lazy buggers that we are. We have to be. Gen Z and all that stupidity that the media goes on about. No, media, it's not me not wanting a job that's causing me to not have one. Trust me, if I could have a job, I would. The fire gym. Welcome to the fire gym. And the stadium specifically, which is why the track is bullshit, because we can't encounter that said Pokemon in here, because there's nowhere to fish. Also, it'd be weird. Here's a bunch of water Pokemon you need to fight in the fire gym. But anyway, we earn 5 points, which means we're actually going to have to deal with more things. Because 2 points to catch a Pokemon, 1 point to beat the Pokemon. So, yeah, we want 5 points, which means we can only actually go for 1 catch. If we weren't in a Nuzlocke, we could easily go for catches in all these. So, Litwick's there, Sizzlepede's there, and I'm going to do the good old look at Celebi to double check which one would we preferably have, because there it is. Sizzlepede was introduced here in Generation 8, and it falls at level 28 into Center Scorch, and hey, might actually be quite useful for the next gym, as that gym does revolve around us having to deal with fighting types. So, you know, might be a worthwhile thing to do things there. Also, most likely it will have Flash Fire out of all things, but it can also have White Smoke as its ability. It does get quite a few physical attacks. No, pardon me. But as a Center Scorch, it can also then Gigantamax into a Gigantamax form if you've got its Gigantamax form unlocked. Does gain access to Inferno. That could be a pain. However, it is more physical than specially offensive. Interesting. And if we went for Litwick, the other of our options, well, I don't need to tell you much other than it's a Gen 5 Pokemon, so naturally it falls at level 41 into its middle stage. Gen 5. And then a Duskstone into Chandelure. But again, actually, not a bad option maybe for the next gym after this. Well, maybe not so much. 2 times weak to Dark, and there are definitely Dark types involved in the fighting type gym, so you know. Whereas it is immune to the fighting maneuvers, so we'll probably more likely get hit by the Dark type maneuvers more and more so. So, for all intensive purposes, we are hunting down the Sizzlepede first and foremost. So, what about the trainers? Do you need to fight them? No, you don't have to fight them because, well, there's a slight issue with the idea of fighting them. They're actively against you. This one sends out Salandit, for example, and this trainer actually has a female one. I'm so happy. Congratulations. That's cool. I say with disgust because, damn it, it is so hard to... No! Yeah, Salandit starts with Fake Out just to punish you more, which is always ever so fun. But the fun thing is this Sizzlepede can just go and bite down the Salandit, which means we have more time to just throw balls ourselves. I'm just going to try throwing balls and just hope to God this little weed really loves biting the Salandit, because that would just be funny. Damn it! And that's why it's nice to have Ninetales up front, because it means that we just don't have to worry about... Actually, you know what? One thing we could do, and I know it'll open us up to other maneuvers, we can just do that. Now we can think about how we want to go about beating up the Slizzlepede to the point of being able to catch it, other than just trying to aimlessly throw balls around. Which means, yeah, Yay! I love battles that involve more slots than what you've actually currently got available to you. We have to super pushing this time. Right. This is happening. I need to select Slizzlepede. Where is it? There it is. We'll do an extra sensory. It'll be just normal damage, because yeah, but it is a powerful psychic type maneuver, so less than half. That's good, and it's using coil. It coils around in a circle to attack, increase, and defense. We're using special attack though, so that doesn't help it in that sense, but it does mean its bite will become stronger, much to our chagrin. As always, bug bite, which hopefully doesn't do too much. Yeah, it didn't do enough. It's not very effective. Great ball time! I was kind of hasty to begin with because I didn't know what Salandit was going to do. Ah, oh, fuck's sake. That bite was actually quite powerful. Oh god, I just got one instead. I'm thinking we're going for ball fire. God damn it! Oh, and it's on another coil. Okay, right, I'm gonna need to heal this turn and then try and throw a ball next turn. That's basically how the loop's gonna go. I can't do like a cheeky thing like press dive on Barraskewda. It does a ton of going in. Oh! That's lovely. It quitted. I love it when they do that. It's so fun. It makes you just really think that, wow, my opponent was very skilled, being able to just quit. Then again, a crit is always nice to get, so, you know. Come on, do the thing where you go in. Damn it! No, I don't need to heal this time. I can throw another ball. If this thing just doesn't catch, we're going to A, have to grab more balls. I realise what I just said. Damn it. And secondly, I'm going to have to deal with the fact that Ninetales is battered to no end. Oh, wait there, me Sunny Jim. I almost did the wrong thing there. Sadly, I am having to waste all my super potions here. But it is a potential investment. That's the thing. It's level 25, so it will actually evolve very quickly. I just won't have it in the pie for the fight. I'll be reshuffling my team after this anyway, so... Don't you love when fights just become this? Where it's basically just a mess of me having to heal continuously. One thing I could do, I could switch and try and get the paralysis at the risk of Raichu thing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna need Thunder Wave because it's just gonna keep biting and there's not much we can do about it. And sadly, that doesn't mean we are now susceptible to Flame Wheel. Not like it's going to mean much at the moment. Oh, fuck. Okay, right, yeah, we're going to have to Thunder Wave. And now Paralysis! 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 Please fucking work! That's not right. No! Oh! I'm in the gym! I'm in the gym currently! I guess Sizzlebeat can go on the team if we can catch it. Should be more likely now because it is paralyzed. There we go. I guess it's going on the team. By default, because... Skip that. Why you? No. Oh, why you? There were still fights I would need a good electric type for. Right, we're having Steely on the team after this, then as well. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it something. I'm gonna. It's female one as well. It's getting a bad. It's getting a name that's just unimaginable. I'm just gonna call it Sam. Since it is on a live Pokemon, I guess it can be on the team over my Raichu now. That's dead. Well, if we need an electric type for anything, we're definitely grinding Toxel up. We gain 2 points, sure, but at what cost? At what cost? So... yeah, I think that's the only way we're adding a Pokemon to our team. Yeah, we can't access the box. Damn it! No, pardon me. Right, well. All that aside, let's go and gain our 3 other points. So I guess my thumbnail was a premonition. It was Raichu getting burnt to a crisp, but not me. By a Sizzlepede and not a Center Scorch, because of course that was fucking the case. I'm upset. But it might have been a necessary sacrifice, you never know, you know. Right, okay, that Sizzlepede can do whatever. Hopefully he doesn't murder the Litwick, because if it's like a Tumblr bite situation that kills it, I'm going to be a little upset. And that's probably the reason why we didn't want to go after the Litwick, because we would definitely have to deal with the Sizzlepede for sure beforehand. But hey, you know, there might be times when we might be able to find a Litwick / Lampard elsewhere. Be one of the 3 that we haven't had yet out of them, so you know. And because I don't want to go anywhere near the Sizzlepede, we'll head back into the Vulpix one and deal with the Vulpix. At the end of the day, it's a Wily Coley that the guy sends out, so it's not worth whatever. This definitely does also count as your way of fighting the trainer Pokemon, but because they count as your teammate, you don't get experience out of it, which is a shame. Besides, I might just do the whole let's Dynamax immediately and thing. Yeah, the Steam Engine happens, because, yeah. Like, oh no, it's real fast. It's not dealing the damage anyway. Like, I'm not worried about it in the slightest. There we go. Oh yeah, I need to write down the nickname. I didn't do that. So it is called Sam, and we'll have to look at its nature once I'm able to access the Pokemon menu once again. So yeah, we did it. Blah, 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 blah. Head on to the gym leader where we are down a decent Pokemon, because Raichu could at least do like a good electric type maneuver, which is a real shame. Right, we need to do a bit of restorations. First, Vulpix and Ninetales. Ninetales needs to be healed. We'll just use some potions. Then we go down to Sam here, our Sizzlepede, and we'll give it a Paralyze heal. And we'll use a Super Potion. It was exactly 50, so, you know, worthwhile, I would say. Chances are there's going to be, let's see, do we have any berries that protect against burn? We have some Wasp berries, okay. No, wait, no, we want to give it to the Pokemon. And then the other one we're going to definitely be using is going to be non-junior. Again, I'm saying use the same because it's like, oh, that makes sense. I use it as in I equip it and all that. And actually, we won't give it to Machop because Burn actually is useful. Just in case we do end up using Drillbur in the fight, we'll give one as well, just to make sure that it definitely ain't gonna die immediately. Before we actually fight, I probably should double check what TMs I can teach that might benefit me in this fight. Payback, Swift, Aura Sphere, Tay-Day, Full Swipe, and Draw. What plans? Which I can learn it, but not necessarily needed because we have Rock 2. Built Swing can be learned by that. Throw Chop can be learned by that. Nothing can be learned Jungle right now. We can put Bulldoze on multiple Pokemon. We could probably do that. I'm surprised I haven't done that yet with Drillbur. Have it over. To be fair, most Pokemon don't actually do this thing. Do the stuff needed for Rapid Spin. So, in the story. So, Bulldoze is probably better to have. And, you know what? I like the idea of having coverage. I don't need revenge. Firefly will guarantee hit anyway, so. Whirlpool is a special maneuver. Don't really want to put on the physical of the offensive war ones. Retaliate I don't want to have as a thing, and Santum's not so good. Okay. Is there anything here that would be useful to just have a crit on a Pokemon? Yeah, leftovers will give it to Ninetales. Again, as we were planning on it. Otherwise, I possibly would put the soft sand on Drillbur, but we want it to be able to revive itself from being burnt, so. Oh, wait, hold on. Do we want Barraskewda up front or non-junior up? No, we'll go Barraskewda first. Barraskewda can take on the Ninetales, then we can switch to Dreadnought off of the Arcanine, doing the whole Intimidate thing, as that will lower our attack stage. Or we could just go full Hulk, just Barraskewda, bam, bam, attempt, bam, you know? Also, keep in mind, Centiskorch is probably going to use a Fire-type Dynamax move, which means we will definitely suffer it in that sense, because Sun will be more brutal. So, yeah, I didn't actually look at the nature, did I? Well, as we can see here, that's the team. It is certainly going to be a entertaining time. So yeah, we got this situation. So we actually do have quite a nice bit of attack over the Ninetales' defense stat. It could, like, it's probably its best move would just be trying to Will-O-Wisp. Sadly, it is all special maneuvers outside of quick attack, and then our special defense isn't the best anyway. We could Dynamax immediately, of course, that is an option. You can always do that, but then, I don't know. I really don't know on that idea, because I don't know if we'll be faster. I say, let's do the dive. Let's just do dive. We can guarantee this will probably kill. out of all things. Yep, we avoid the Will-O-Wisp. That was what we wanted to do, so yeah, that's quite lovely stuff. Yep, we one-shot Ninetales. Good, 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 good. And yeah, a level up for Ninetales and Drilbur, that's good, that's cool. Arcanine comes on in, it will utilise Intimidate on us, we'll have a slightly lower attack than we would have liked. Yeah, now it's like, it can hit decently. How low down does our thing get? We're gonna get down by 1, but that still can make or break a move. Dive being base 80 though, you know, quite useful actually. I'm gonna say we Dynamax this turn, Max Geyser. Just guarantee the hit, just bash. And then we'll already have the Heavy Rain, so that if we're faster than the Center Scorch, which base stat wise Barraskewda is. Bug Bite might hurt, but we can tank it hopefully. If we don't one-shot. So that's the thing. And there's a chance that we just don't one-shot because of that Intimidate. But we increased our base power of the move. So plus to 130. And also, hey, look, it's raining. This is a decent thing to do, I guess. If this fails and Barraskewda goes down, I will be sad. But we will know that his sacrifice was not in vain. In comes Center Scorch. It is fully evolved, although a little lower level than it actually should be. And if we are truly worried, we can always Max Guard for an additional turn. At least then we can at least tank Definite. We can at least like not worry about one instance of the move. But anyway, yep. In comes Center Scorch. Max Geyser! Oh, that much is left. Ah, yeah, it's going for Max Photoball. Makes sense. That one is actually the move that's going to hurt. Oh, that actually did hurt. Oh, and we lose our special attack slightly, which is not going to harm us. We are faster. So, unless he uses a potion, which he doesn't, we win these. Barraskewda sweep. There. It almost went worse. Like, if it wasn't for the Arcanine Intimidate, we would have one-shotted. I think. Or it would have been like even more of like a sliver of health left. I think the Chop's like a level away from evolving as well. So, but like that's a thing we'll be seeing in the future. The Choke. Ah, nose. Wait, 24 past 10. Lovely stuff. We did it. We win. But there was a cost to us going through this stadium. There's a poor Sappy the Raichu is dead. After we go to the first world roadblock. Your gym certainly did do the most damage out of all the gyms so far. So we applaud him. Bravo. Now bring my Raichu back to life, damn it. But anyways, the Fire Badge! It makes a nice bridge of the grass, fire, water badges. And now we can catch Pokemon up to level 35, meaning we can make our way down to Giant's Reach, take on some of the Pokemon over there. And also there are some of the Pokemon that we will be able to encounter along the way through these areas here. Not all of them, like Lake of Outrage. We can't actually access Lake of Outrage. Well, yeah, as I scroll down because there's a bunch of welts there. I realised I didn't have the thing up fully. But you know, that's just how it is. And we get access to Will-O-Wisp. Actually not a bad TM if you have a Pokemon you'd want Will-O-Wisp on, as Inflating Burn is a dot. It means it has damage over time. And it also lowers physical attack to an extent. Unless they have guts, then it kind of helps them a little bit. I mean, let's face it, you'd rather have a stats condition that doesn't hurt you too much, but also doesn't stop you from moving, in order to, you know, do the whole having guts and that affecting quite well. Right, let us mosey on to a Pokemon Center, potentially, but we are cutscened. As we leave with Hop to the wild area. Well, at least attempt to. There's Steenie over there in the thing, still having its water. Actually, since we're here, we can actually take a look at some of the things we potentially get from the Isle of Armor stuff, in terms of Star Card stuff and all that. Gabu makes a point about how people rarely get past him. Like, so many people drop out during this part. So there's just so few that do the second half of the rest of the circuit that it makes sense that there's so few left by the time you get to the last gym. Though I do ponder when it comes to something like the Champions Cup, where it's like, oh, there's like 5 of you. Like, what goes there? Does one person just have to do an extra match to fight another person? Oh, it's all icy this time. Ugh. Hop's happy to be in the wild area again. I'm not, as it looks a bit cold. I should have worn warmer clothing. And we get told exactly where to go. We actually went this way slightly to get that Firestone, hence why we have a Ninetales now, and not later. Bede here is going to Dash's Hop's Hopes and Dreams. In a battle that occurs entirely off screen, though I'm sure if this was an animated form, we'd actually see the battle occur, and it'd be like, Hop, no, he lost, no, instead of like, oh, okay, I'm off screen. Wow, I can't believe you got bitten by a Psych-type team that badly. So yeah, we're now out into the wild area. Was our team healed by this logic? Yeah, it's okay, good. Oh, so we can probably take off the held item. Yeah, I want to take the Warst Berries now. Well, so yeah, a little bit of cleanup. Sappy gets moved to the Box of the Dead. And I'm considering what options we've got here. Right. I do want to put Steenie back on the team. It's just a thought. Mainly because I do want it to evolve fully. And then, hey, anything that's weak to grass, we actually do a good job against. But we do need to consider what our next couple of trainer fights are going to be. As we can see, we get a fight, a fight of Hop. Then the Stolen Side Gym. And then Bede, and then it's the Fairy Gym, then Hop again. So, the next fight with Hop does involve the grass having to fight his Water Starter, and he also catches a Sandacondra at some point. Oh, so he swaps out like some of his Pokemon, so he has Camoant and Toxel, which is not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Like, you can see that he clearly knows what he's doing. He just needs self-esteem. He just ends up gaining some self-esteem issues because everyone can just simply go, oh, well, you know, you're the champion's brother, and it's like, oh, don't do that to him. Anyway, defense up, special defense down, and we do have White Smoke, which prevents other Pokemon from lowering its stats. So let's say we used Coil like it did in that fight we were fighting it against. It means that, hey, that attack and defense and accuracy goes up, and your opponent can never lower it outside of me just switching out, going, oh, everyone is dying, oh god, oh god. So, see, fighting is up next. Drillbur's actually going to probably not be all that useful. Just thinking it through, because like it was here as like help for the Fire Gym, and we didn't need it because Barraskewda. I'm just looking it through. It's like Toxel potentially, but that's not at the moment. It's Toxel. It's weak as hell. Mostoke Riverbank. What's that area like? Oh, is that the area we can just walk into and all that? I forget what some of these areas are actually doing. So I actually argue we'll swap out Drillbur for the moment and put Steenie back in. Steenie will then be getting experience, which will then allow us to eventually evolve it into Serena, which will be what we want. So Which, yeah, so that needs to evolve, that needs to evolve, and then this needs to evolve. If we end up in a push comes to shove where I need to reshuffle my entire team because of things dying, then I will definitely go on a grinding spree of Dynamaxing, Dynamax adventures to try and deal with that situation. But anyway, since it's snowing, we can actually see Swine. And then, of course, once it gets hands on Agent Power, it'll be able to do things. I was thinking of actually going into some of the stores to like do things with the style card, but yeah, we can put it in here. So now is a good time to head on over to the area we couldn't actually do anything with, and that's Roselia. We haven't actually. You know what? We have Ninetales. Actually, yeah. You know what? Before we do that, let's do that Dynamax then. Let's just get some resources while we're at it. You know. Obviously, we're using Ninetales. That much is true. Don't invite others. Sadly, if we get things like the Magikarp this time, we're actually going to be at a disadvantage by default. Oh, we might have the kid with a Magikarp. We have a kid that's in the movie outfit as well. Yeah, we have the Magikarp kid. God damn it, that's actually bad because if it has even a single grass type move, it'll just focus fire on that. Which one's strong? Oh, they're both as strong as each other. Might as well Max Flare then because that's stab. Grass Poison! Personally, Poor Grass is better because at least then you can actually take a Psychic type attack. That's the argument I use whenever people compare Bulbasaur and Chikorita. Oh. You know what? Yeah, use the Elving Hand. That's useful. Ugh. I realise I'm Bin's over on the other side of my desk. Yeet! I think it went in. It might have went in. I don't know. I need to go. I might have to go and check. Or one time in the early morning when it's still dark and, well, later in the early morning, it'll still be dark. I'll be like, and I'll step on it and I'll be like, and then I realise what I did wrong. Focus Slash! And also now Grassy Terrain. Oh, thank goodness for the Focus Slash. They realised that a Magikarp, kinda weak. Even with a Hydro Pump, that's not going to really do much. And there was a crit! Oh, this Magikarp, it's doing its best job! But it just isn't enough when it comes to fighting a grass type. Still does more than that one guy's Solrock. And hey, you know what? Maybe Helping Hand is actually boosting our Max Flare to a point where it's doing even more. So, there we go. And again, we're in an area where we've already done an encounter. So, we can't catch this Roselia. Can't catch it. It's a shame. Roserade is a good Pokemon, in my opinion. I kind of like it. And maybe get a bit of experience candy and a Poison Jab. Poison Jab. Not a bad TR to get, in my opinion. Wasn't there something else I was going to do other than heading back into the wild area? Thanks to cutscenes. Oh yeah, Isle of Armor. I was considering going into the Isle of Armor to like carry on that storyline so we could actually carry on with the Diglett finding. Anyway, Giant Seat. We can now head in here and do an encounter. As we went in here earlier, encountered a Bronzor and it was strong looking. As we can see here, there are some Nuzleafs about, which probably are... What's that? Oh, that was me. Right, okay. I'm not connected to the internet, so I don't know why I would have been considering that being me. Well... Anyways, I'm just going to put Dreadnought up front for this, because it will be more useful than some of the other Pokemon. Right, okay, in we come, Bronzor! Might as well. I'm not sure if it'll be the most useful of things, but seeing the other options are... there's some myriad of choices, if it was a different sort of setting. It's level 36. So if I try throwing a ball, I'll let its guard down. Level phase 6. Is there a way to clear an entry? There isn't. Damn it. Right. Okay. Well, let's see if we can account something in the grass and it not being strong looking. Okay, Onyx it is then. I might as well have been going to that Steelix. Fucking hell. But yeah, level 34. Let's throw a quick ball at it. That was probably to be expected, and Sand Tomb, that's actually super effective. Uh-oh, and we're trapped by the quicksand now. But Onyx is not that strong actually in Gen 8, so... right. Oh, guess we're biting. Yeah, that's Stealth Walk. Maybe I should cover that Muppet Spin. Oh, we're gonna be here a while. We'll do a protect. It's been screeching at us a whole bunch. That's 4 of 5 turns where we're guaranteed to be locked into Sandstorm, into the Sand Tomb. I'm going to need to use a Super Potion. The trouble is, we've been hit with released Air Screech now, so... Is using Stealth Off again? I'm still trapped in it! Oh god, okay, well... It's kind of hoping we'd be out of it by now. Can I switch out now? Oh no. We're actually quite low level comparatively, so... Yeah, I can't switch out still. Damn it! Well prepared. I'm having got Tantum to 1 out. There we go. We can switch. We'll swap to Machop. We'll do a Fatal Foe, I think. No, take a little bit from the Stealth Rock. Yeah, Danding does a little bit, but not much you can do about it. Well, it does a bit. Ooh, it has Rock Slide. Okay, right. I'm gonna have to heal immediately now. Oh, goody! It can flinch spam! So I guess we were just getting really lucky that it just really loves going for Stealth Rock. Don't know why the AI is doing that, but I'll take it. I was about to go into my bag again. Why do I keep doing this? Wait, Vital Foe! It's like the AI knows that it's the time where I'm actually able to do something because I'm not going to be trying to heal. There we go. That's better. And we can take the damage from the Sand Tomb and go about our day. Right, Sand Tomb, okay, that's going to do some damage. Yep. Our Vital Foe is guaranteed to hit. I'm going to now have to heal. And I was going to hate it. Actually, no, we can do a potion. I was about to say, I'll use the bitter thing. So yeah, we are currently fighting this Onyx. We've just been screeched. That is a 2 down on our defense, but we are free from the Sand Tomb, so we can use this ton to Great Ball. Actually, oh no, yeah, we don't have any Dust Balls anymore because we got rid of them all. Oh, it's gonna be like that, isn't it? That was... Oh yeah, because we got hit by the thing, didn't we? I'm killing it. I'm just gonna class it as a miss. It just isn't working out. And Onyx, to be honest, Onyx isn't actually going to be all that useful at any point because its stat line is actually rather bad. For as defensive as it can be, at the same time, all special maneuvers are just going to die. Like, any form of water or grass is just going to kill it. So yeah, I'm going to head to a Pokemon Center. But also, yeah, Machop has now evolved into Machoke. It means that it's more useful. And we'll never have to go into this area ever again. I'm going to just put my tails up front for the moment. That was entertaining, wasn't it, ladies and gentlemen? I'm not saying that I'm bad at games, but bloody hell am I terrible at games sometimes. So, I kind of hate that there are subreddits that basically posts tweets by idiots that then's like, hey guys, look at this idiot being an idiot. It's like, great, you're spreading their words. And also, it's funny. Well, yes, of course less people are currently playing games like Avowed. You know what came out in the past couple of days? Monster Hunter. It's dive balls today. Not quick balls. Oh well. You know why people are probably more likely to be busy caring about fucking okay, that's Machina. We could do something with Machoke there. Oh yeah, I want to give the Pokemon Center. What am I doing? People care about Monster Hunter because Monster Hunter is popular. I don't have Monster Hunter Wilds. It's clearly evident. I'm too busy playing Pokemon to have access to it. So somehow me playing Pokemon determines whether or not I've got a game. I know I'm being stupid, but still, the point stands. And besides, Avowed is a single-player RPG. People are going to play it once and then maybe just never play it again. They have their fun and then put it down. Not every game needs to constantly have people playing it to be like, see, this is the metric of success. The fact that there are people playing it 24/7, which is still, it's not a bad thing because it means, hey, you must have catched international markets to the very least. A style card! Holy! Oh my Arceus! That's us. Nothing in this area. Nothing in that area. Ah yeah, the sleeveless dresses. Which is the dress Marnie wears. Look at it, ain't it cute? We can wear it alongside socks and alongside maybe wearing a jacket of some kind, you know? Just trying to see if any of these other ones. Ah, yeah, designer leather. No additional socks or shoes. No additional hat. No additional glasses. And no additional gloves. So, yeah, nothing new, but, yeah, you know. Well, no, there is new stuff. Just nothing that I'm going, yes, must get. And we can also go for some additional haircuts. We want our hair done. With the style card, we can get our hands on a messy bun, short and undercut, punk pigtails, and elegant updo. Oh, lovely. And yes, if we want to look more like Marnie, we can. Or like Team Yellow Grunt hair. And this is from the Isle of Armor. But we can also go for various other hair styles. Ain't it cool that we can do that? Ooh, let's have ourselves have a medium curls and call it a day. We'll keep everything else the same other than that. Somehow they're able to cut our hair into longer hair, but that's the mysticism of various hairdressers in all sorts of games. No, we don't need to reprint the lead card at the moment. So, yeah, there we go. A little bit more hair and maybe a bit more fashion in the future we could go and get our hands on. It really depends where... Oh, actually, what we want to do then... I know I just moved my bike into the wild area because we've got to get to Hammerlock. Any other city place that has a thing... I'm Pokemon Bomb today. We could actually fly on over to Witchhurst, as it does have a boutique. See what it's got, you know? Because we'll see what it has, and we go from there.